Hi, it's me, Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker, and author of Soul Trader and the Gift of Inner Success. And here we are for the February issue of Catch the Coach, your newsletter for fulfillment and for meaningful progress. And every February, because February is synonymous with Valentine's Day, I like to take a look at relationships, but not just romantic relationships. I like to take a look at relationships in the round, your relationship with yourself and your relationship with everybody else, friends, family, partner, colleagues, boss, everybody it is that you know, because life is relational. So this episode, I want you to answer these 10 questions because this is about love and relationships in 10 questions. So you ready for your 10 questions? Which of your relationships require more attention, affection, acceptance, appreciation, communication, cooperation or collaboration, understanding and compassion, restoration, regeneration or a new generation, and fun and celebration? So those are my 10 questions. So we go back to them and should we look at them a little bit more closely? Let's do that. So which of your relationships require more attention? Might be at home, might be at work, might be friends, family. Which of your relationships require more affection, that care, the tenderness? Which of your relationships require more acceptance? Maybe it's accepting it's gone, it's over, or it's changed, it's shifted, you don't see each other as often. And the beauty of these questions, they can relate to relationships that you currently have and relationships that have gone, people who are here, people have passed. Which of your relationships require more appreciation? Which require more communication? To talk, to have those conversations, maybe the conversations you've avoided. Which relationships require more cooperation, collaboration, that you work perhaps more as a team? Which of your relationships require more understanding and compassion, perhaps taking time to see it from their perspective rather than just yours? Which relationships require restoration? This is when you need to put the time and the energy to rebuild them, perhaps from scratch. And this leads us on to our 9th one. Which of your relationships require regeneration? Or perhaps new generation. So this regeneration, it might be again that there's going to be some transformation in it. Maybe it has shifted from what it was when you were younger, or at previous stages in your life or your business or your career, personally, romantically, however it was. And which relationships perhaps is it time for a new generation? Perhaps that regeneration has turned into a new generation. Maybe it is a shift that certain relationships will have served their time, have passed, and that there are new relationships coming in, or that you're being open for those new relationships. And finally, which of your relationships require more fun and celebration? So there we have it, love and relationship in 10 questions. So I'd invite you to get a pen and paper, maybe come back to this, replay it, and write down the answers. And then crucially, over the rest of this month, why don't you have those conversations, those catch-ups, those coffees and chats, those dates, those working meetings, those emails, those letters, remember them, and those opportunities to really appreciate everybody that we're in this journey of life with. So thank you so much for watching and listening. Oh, I also want to just say one last thing. I want to say a big thank you to the people who reached out to me with good wishes. Last month, January 2026, was my 21st year. I know I don't look old enough to being in this business of running my own business as a coach. So I'm very, very, very grateful. I want to say a big thank you to all of my clients, all of my contacts, all of my colleagues, all of my associates, all of my customers, everybody all the readers, all the listeners, all the viewers, everybody who's had anything to do with my business. I'm deeply grateful to everybody I've ever worked with, and I'm very, very excited about all of the years to come, and however many, actually, let me not be too presumptuous, any days or moments that there are to come, any pieces of work that there are to come, and every kind of conversation, every connection, because I value them very, very deeply. So I just wanted to say that from my heart to you. So sending you lots of love and best wishes. Take good care. Bye-bye.